Hello guys, me and Poking House for my video and the battle match. Today's battle match will be Rouxls from Deltarune versus Pentious from Hazbin Hotel. So let's get into the connections. I know a lot about these two because I've played all of Deltarune that's come out so far, and I watched all of Hazbin Hotel. So let's get into the connections. Both of them are two minor antagonists that quickly joined the good guys after the plans failed. Both of them use machines and the minions to fight instead of raw physical strength. Both of them would be lost. Both had a very anticlimactic loss in the final battle. Rouxls got turned to stone while preparing a powerful attack, and also Pentious was firing a laser against Adam. He got vaporized instantly. Oh yeah, there's also Hazbin Hotel's episode 8 spoilers. Sorry for that. But if you watch this video, you probably should have watched it. Since I said I watched all of Hazbin Hotel, so of course I'm gonna include some of that. But yeah, both of them have blue outfits like fancy blue outfits that they wear during battle, and have similar hats in that outfit, and both of them basically fail at everything they do. So yeah. So let's get into who wins. Let's start off with minor advantages for experience, skill, and intelligence. Pentious should take it, as he has lived for hundreds of over 200 years since he was born in the 1800s. He has fought a lot, shown when he's fighting Cherry Bomb and Alistair. And he is incredibly smart, as he has created several machines and massive machines and weapons. So yeah, Rouxls isn't that expensive combat, isn't that skilled at fighting, and it's honestly not the smartest. So now let's get into the abilities. For Rouxls, he can teleport. He has a thrash machine. He has Kaard, which also allows him to have access to the control crown, which allows him to control circular objects. But Pentious isn't a circular object, so that honestly won't work. He has a sword and potentially soul destruction, as he's able to harm and destroy Chris's soul. It's debatable whether or not it's actually him destroying Chris's soul and just defeating Chris normally. As if it is destroying Chris's soul, if that is the case, then every object, normal objects, can harm Chris's soul. Electricity can, which honestly doesn't make much sense, but let's go with he can destroy souls. But even if you do give him that, you would have to constantly hit them to destroy the soul, so it's basically just doing regular damage anyway. So yeah, it's gonna do. So Pentious' arsenal, which includes a ton of guns, cannons, massive machines, like a giant blimp with a lot of lasers. He has guns that can shoot lightning, and he has his egg boys, which he can use to fight. Honestly, K-Round versus egg boys, K-Round wins easily if he has a crown on. Without the crown, egg boys probably win. But yeah. With the maximal power with the weapons and stuff like that, Rouxls the self-destruction of a thrash machine was able to cause an building level explosion, while Pentious' weapons have caused a town level explosion, which is a gap within the millions. So in terms of raw power with the weapon, Pentious takes it. So let's get into the stats. For speed, both can scale to characters who has dodged electricity. Pentious can scale to Cherry Bomb, who dodged his shot from his gun that shoots electricity, and Rouxls can scale to Chris, who has dodged electricity as well. So both should be roughly equal in speed. But Rouxls' teleportation would give him the mobility advantage, so we could argue Rouxls is faster. But yeah. For durability, we can scale them to we can scale Rouxls to Chris, who survived the explosion of a flash machine, which gets to building level, so meaning that Rouxls, the ability should get to building level, while so Pentious survived the explosion he caused, which got to town level. So massive gap between building and town, meaning that Pentious is more durable. But Rouxls should be physically stronger, as Pentious hasn't shown much of any physical strength feat. He's primarily just used weapons that powerful. Rouxls can physically harm Chris, who took the explosion of a flash machine, which gets a building level, meaning that Rouxls should be physically stronger by a decent amount, but honestly, it probably wouldn't matter since it's not like he could harm him anyway. So, yeah. So, who wins? Well, ultimately, I do believe that Sir Pentious would win, okay? His weapons are a lot stronger, he's smarter, more experienced, he has a wide arsenal, and overall, I do believe he would win. Rouxls does have some advantages, as he is physically stronger, he can teleport, and Kaard would defeat the Egg Boys, but that's only if Kaard has the crown on, which can be easily knocked off, so yeah. I did also forget to mention that Sir Pentious can hypnotize people and has venomous fangs, which has been stated in several podcasts from VitsyPop, the creator of Hazbin Hotel. Meanwhile, he could potentially just bite Rouxls and then poison him, and then have him slowly die or hypnotize him, which is honestly a lot better, more consistent than Rouxls' form of mind control, as it actually, works on everyone and not just circular objects. So, yeah. Also, if you want to be technical, Sir Pentious can't get killed by Rouxls, because you need holy weapons to kill him. So, and if I'm correct, Rouxls doesn't have any holy weapons, meaning that realistically Rouxls could win, but I'm not going to use that, so that just makes it far unfair. But ultimately, Sir Pentious would win against Rouxls' Kaard. So, as much as I like Rouxls, Sir Pentious would ultimately win. So, the winner of this battle match is Sir Pentious from Hazbin Hotel. So, yeah. Peace, guys. Remember, keep on playing, Bladers.